All right, now, Roger, listen, when we record this discussion, I don't want you to leak any more information, okay?
Promise, I promise.
Okay, geez. Hey, guys, what's going on? It's Josh Thomas here from the Bit Block. Welcome to another discussion video. I'm joined by RogersBase.
What's going on, everybody? And by
Now-
the way, no, I did not leak any information.
Well,
Just
the last
happened
discussion-
to be that Majora's Mask was announced after I predicted it. I did not. I mean, plus everybody predicts Majora's Mask. I mean, that wasn't like some out there prediction, you know.
So what are we going to be talking about today, Roger?
Well, the Nintendo Direct that happened while I was at work, so I only watched half of it. So you're gonna have to fill me in.
So there was a lot of stuff shown. Oh my gosh, this is like a blissful Nintendo night. Everything pretty much made me beyond happy, which is rare.
It's funny because I really enjoyed the Direct from what bits I saw of it, but compared to other Nintendo Directs and how it was hyped up so much, I was expecting more, to be honest.
So you're saying you're going to be the negative one in this discussion for a change?
Sorry, yeah, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only a little bit. I mean, a lot of the stuff I liked. Most of the stuff I loved. It was just how it was built up on Twitter and how people were talking about it. I was like, whoa, okay, this is like a Metroid level announcement. This is like a Star Fox trailer.
You fool.
Like, what's gonna happen? You know.
How did you fall for that?
It was just I'm not gonna name any names, but I saw people tweeting. And I was like, there are people who I trust, and I was like, oh, okay. If they're saying it's really good, then I'm assuming it's going to be really good. And I'm not saying it wasn't. I thought there was some great stuff in this Direct, and we'll get to it. But it wasn't as like mind-blowing, I think, as some of the other ones. Like, that January one is never going to be topped. That January one was incredible.
I don't even remember what it was.
That was where they announced Xenoblade for the first time, there was a lot of stuff. They showed the first Smash Brothers trailer. There was a lot of stuff.
Well, let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's kick it off with the one of the most exciting things. They started on a high note with Majora's Mask 3D.
Yes.
I am very excited because, as some of you might know, I've mentioned this in the past, I've never played the original Majora's Mask, and I've been waiting, because I do want to play it, I've been waiting to play it on the 3DS or Wii U or whatever. Very happy they went with it on the 3DS, because now it's like we have both N64 games remade, probably by the same team on the 3DS.
Yeah, it's the same engine. You can even tell it's the same Grizzo engine. And I'm the same way, man. Like, Majora's Mask is my all-time favorite Zelda game. Most people who follow me know that. Like, I talk about Majora's Mask all the time. I love it. I'm super hyped about it coming out. I'm hyped that it's coming out in spring, because I definitely thought that would be like a summer, fall, winter game next year if they were going to bring it out. I didn't think it was going to be a spring game.
Well, you said Metroid is next holiday, so they had to obviously.
I mean, it could be, yeah. Yeah, at the rate we're going and how my predictions have been on point, it could be next holiday for Metroid. We don't know. But I'm hyped about Majora's Mask 3D. I think it looks incredible. Just seeing all the new models of the different characters, and it's going to be great.
You know, it's funny because I don't have a huge amount of exposure to Majora's Mask.
I think that's good, because then you get to, like, I wish I was you, because you get to go in
for more than this reason too, right?
What'd you say?
For more than this reason, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. You're just so handsome, Josh.
But no, it's because it's funny for me watching it. There's one thing I definitely noticed that I never really knew about Majora's Mask. I kind of knew it, but this is like a really weird, out there game.
Of course, that's why it's so good. The story is amazing. It's dark. I like even the way Iwata described it in the Direct, where he said it's like you're experiencing the lives of these characters moments before they die or whatever. And I was like, whoa. Not even bad, Mr. Iwata.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play that.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
The moon coming at you in 3D.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is this the music?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to stay in the dark until I play this game. I was going to ask you some questions about it, but I don't want to know yet.
Smart. Yeah, you should stay in the dark. Like I said, I wish I could be you and just sort of replay it again for the first time.
It's like a new Zelda game's coming out for me.
Yeah.
In the spring.
Yep.
And then we're going to move on. Actually, let's just talk. I mean, unless you have anything else to say about Majora's Mask.
No, I love it. Can't wait for it. Best news of the night. Love it.
And then this was actually really exciting to me because we heard about this before the Direct. We're just going to throw this in here. This isn't even a game, but I want to talk about it now. Mr. Miyamoto worked on storyboarding and writing and directing some Pikmin short movies.
Yeah.
And they finally revealed them, and you can download them for a small fee on your Nintendo 3DS or your Wii U. So it's a choice between 3D or HD, or you could be like me and literally download them for both systems.
You downloaded for both?
Yeah, I did.
I think I'll probably, when I do end up downloading, I'll probably download them on HD just because
Yeah.
they're on 3D. I know it's cool. I'm sure the effect is cool.
Yeah.
But I think I'd
want
just
them in
rather
HD.
have it on my big TV. So
Yeah, you want to see the glorious details. It's like you're watching a Pikmin TV show.
yeah.
But yeah, I can't. I almost want to do a review for them. I think I'm going to do a separate video where I just talk about them. But
You should.
it was like when I was watching these, I was genuinely so ecstatically happy, like just grinning, and I was literally laughing out loud at certain parts. They are so clever and so well directed. They are not disappointing in any way. Do yourself a favor and download these. They're so
I
good.
will. I definitely will. I have every plan and intention to download them. And actually, I knew about these because about like 2 weeks ago, they announced it in like one of their Japanese meetings or whatever.
Right.
And Miyamoto talked about how they were debuting at the Tokyo Film Festival and all this stuff. And so, yeah, I have every intention of downloading them and watching them. I think they're going to be really cool. And I know you're an enormous Pikmin fan, so for you, it's probably a dream come true.
It is. It's crazy how much like personality the Pikmin have in this. Which is fun. It's funny too because spoiler alert, some of them do get eaten and die.
Oh, I'm sure. You can't not have death in a Pikmin movie.
Right, but it's like we've never seen Pikmin have this much personality. They're like buddies and they're talking to each other and they just seem smarter than ever before. So when you see them get gobbled up, it's like so much more depressing. But yeah, honestly, guys, everybody listening to this, do yourself a favor and download them. It's going to make you want a Nintendo animated variety show on like Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. It's that good.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, download them. Check them out. They're amazing.
Cool.
Then we could move on to talking about, let's go into some of the DLC stuff from Mario Kart 8 really quick, even though we kind of knew this before. My God, all of those look fantastic.
Oh, every new course looks great. So we've got Yoshi's Circuit from the GameCube coming back. We've got Excite Bike Arena. This new stage, which is like Chinese inspired, the Dragon Driftway. Have you seen this?
It's got Gobblegut in it from Super Mario Galaxy 2.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
You of all people should have noticed that since you like Galaxy 2 more than me.
No, I did know. I'm just asking you if you saw it. It was good.
Okay.
And then Mute City, and I guess that wraps up the Yoshi circuit. And then there's the second circuit, which has Wario's Gold Mine, the Super Nintendo Rainbow Road, which I almost myself when I saw that.
That's making a return. That's the second time that one has been remade, by the way.
I'm so happy about that because I love that stage. And then this new other stage called Ice Ice Outpost, which looks like a bobsled like arena or something like that.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
And then Hyrule Circuit, which just looks incredible. Riding around Hyrule Field and the castle, it's fantastic.
So I want to talk about that because I assumed that it just like, okay, it's a really well-designed Zelda course, but they really went above and beyond with it because instead of coins, you have rupees that you collect.
Yeah, during the stage, you get rupees instead of coins.
Yeah, and when you get 10 of them, you even get that da-da-da-da little Zelda chime.
Fly at you. Oh,
yeah.
There's so many things I love about that. I can't wait to race on that course. I really can.
Yeah. Oh, they put so much love into these DLC tracks. It's really well done. I can't wait till they show us what they're doing with battle mode. Right, Roger?
Right, Josh.
Well, what did you hear? What have you heard?
Let's continue.
This is going to be an ongoing thing with these discussions.
I'm sure it will be.
But yeah, DLC.
In the Hyrule course, I love the bit where like you jump the ramp and then you smack into the Master Sword and it gives you a boost.
Yes.
The Mute Cities. The only thing, this is something I got to gripe about. With the Mute City stage, I think it's amazing that there's a full-on Mute City track. However, if Mute City is relegated now to Mario Kart, as Excite Bike has been, and we never get another F-Zero, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
Oh, I think most people will agree. That's not you griping. That's just you pointing out something that's very, very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Hey, listen, if a lot of people like that course, it could be what encourages Nintendo to make a new F-Zero.
Which is very true. Yeah, so it could go either way. But I'm happy it's there regardless.
Hey, maybe it could be like when they put a character in Smash Brothers and that's how people learn about it, and then that like relaunches the character.
Could be. I mean, they did that with Fire Emblem, and now look at Marth, so...
I don't want to look at Marth. He's stupid.
Yeah, okay. Well, but that dragon course with Gobblegut is just amazing.
I think it's like a Japanese course, like a dojo.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Also, while we're talking about Mario Kart 8, let's talk about the amiibo support for Mario Kart 8.
You mean the one thing in this Direct where I was like, what's the point of this?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and tell people what it is.
All right, so you put your amiibo figures from Smash Brothers onto the gamepad, and you can import like character costumes basically onto your characters, And some of them look cool, like the Captain Falcon character looks cool for your Mii, and the Samus one looks all right, and the Fox one looks all right. But the other ones look super lame, and I'm never going to use them ever. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly what I thought they were going to do with amiibo support for Mario Kart 8.
yeah.
I thought it would be like you literally get to play as those characters, if nothing else.
Now that would have been amazing. Yeah, like the fact that you can race in a Captain Falcon suit, but you can't race as Captain Falcon is kind of a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
But I still stick to what I said before. I still think we're going to be getting Star Fox DLC for Mario Kart late next year to time and release with Star Fox coming out for Wii U. And I think the 3 DLC characters in that pack are going to be Fox, Slippy, and Egad. I'm calling it right now.
Well, listen, I'm all for all of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they got to try harder with amiibo support in games. I mean, this is the second example of them showing us what they're going to do with amiibo support in games. Smash Brothers and this, and neither one of those are particularly interesting or really a reason to want to buy amiibos.
Right,
I mean,
like sort of what we talked about in that last discussion video. I feel like it's going to take something like an Amiibo RPG to really like show the value of these toys.
Yeah,
so.
Amiibo needs its own game, not just being some little extra chintzy unlockable.
Yeah.
So,
And I thought it was kind of lame, too, how you would use them for Hyrule Warriors and they only give you like rupees or whatever.
There's also, in Hyrule Warriors, we did get some information about Amiibo for that as well.
Yeah.
You can use the spinner item from Twilight Princess.
Yeah, but that's not via Amiibo, is it? Or is it?
I thought it is. It's when you use the Link Amiibo.
Oh, yeah. You're right. But for the other Amiibos that aren't Link, like when you summon them, it just gives you like different weapons or different rupees or whatever.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was talking about this with a friend. He heard them mention that and I wasn't listening. So yeah, apparently you can use like Villager and Kirby for Hyrule Warriors. That's what it does?
Absolutely not. If you could, that would be could you imagine the Villager running around in Hyrule Warriors killing thousands of people with the axe? That would be the great. I would buy like $30 worth of DLC just to get that.
I mean like it just gives you rupees.
Oh my! It doesn't matter. I would play it.
No. I'm saying is that what you just told? You just told me that they just give you rupees.
Oh, they do just give you rupees, but I'm saying
yeah.
if you could play as the Villager, it would be incredible.
I was just clarifying because I know that they were supported. All of them are supported in Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
But they just give you rupees?
Yep.
That's
the spinner item though does look really cool. That looks like a weapon I definitely want to play as.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it looks like you're using it more in Hyrule Warriors than you did in Twilight Princess.
Yep. Spinner all day, every day. We're Beyblade now.
So yeah, that's we've got some updates on what Amiibo is going to do. We've got 3 games, actually. I said 2, but there are 3 games that we know, and I don't know, none of those. And there's also going to be this thing in the future where it's like, oh, don't buy that Amiibo. It's not supported in any games, really. You want to get the Link Amiibo because you get more value for your money.
As of right now, the Yoshi one's the one you want to get because you could use it with every game.
Can you?
Yeah, every single game.
All right, well then there you go. The Yoshi Mii is more valuable than others, so they need to.
Yep.
They got a big mess on their hands in the future with Amiibo, and hopefully they, really figure things out.
Like I said, I feel like that could all be alleviated if they just do an Amiibo RPG where all of them are compatible.
Yeah.
I think it would be alleviated, so we'll see.
Definitely. Okay, let's move on, actually, to talking about, Roger.
What?
Roger.
What?
Splatoon.
Oh, single player looks so hard! It looks so
my...
good. It looks so good. I can't, I've been excited about Splatoon for a long time now, and I assumed that there would be a single player like trailer or mode or whatever, but this exceeded my expectations. It looks fantastic. Looks like half shooter, half platformer. There's puzzles in there. I am extremely happy.
I now know why they called it Splatoon, because that's exactly what I did in my pants.
All right.
Roger, I'm going to marry Splatoon, and we're going to have a very, very active sex life together.
Oh, all right.
The Octobots, the style, the character customization seems even greater now that we've seen it updated. The levels, the colors, the music. Can we talk about the music?
The music's very good. I love the music.
To quote you, hello, the music?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. That is something that I would say.
That is a Roger catchphrase. You start with hello.
Yeah, but this does look great. I think everything about it looks good. There's even like side-scrolling missions. It looks like there's like tons of different cool mechanics. There was a section where like he was creating, or the little Inklings were creating platforms in the air. with the ink, and there were like puzzles and bosses and.
Well, the platforms they were creating, they were shooting sponges with the ink, which made them grow.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
It looks like, I mean, I've already said this on Twitter, but Splatoon is like everything that's right with video games.
Yes, agreed. More color, more good music, more good old-fashioned fun. I love Splatoon.
It's amazing. They didn't show any footage of split screen like they did back at E3, so I hope they didn't abandon that idea.
I'm sure they didn't abandon that. In the game that's like so heavily multiplayer, there's no way.
Oh, well, this really was actually labeled as a single-player trailer, so. Yeah. Oh, but that enemy design is amazing. Oh, all right, we got to move on because I'm just going to keep
the whole thing, like the graffiti look and like the weird. I don't even know how to describe that art style, but it's awesome. Like it's not comic and it's not graffiti, but
it's got like a '90s vibe to it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love everything.
Okay, let's move on to a game that's going to calm me down a bit, and then we'll end with a game that's going to excite us.
Okay.
Let's talk about Codename Steam.
Okay.
Which is a game we talked about previously, and we were both on the same page of like, well, whatever, doesn't look bad, but I'm not really excited.
It looks better than when I saw it at E3.
Yeah.
I'll say that right now. It looks way better than when I saw it at E3.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they do with the graphical engine, they fixed a bunch of things. It looks better. I'm still not like super excited about it, despite the fact that it's an intelligent systems game. But I will play it. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to be the type of game for me that I'm either going to really like or I'm not going to like at all.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it's the former.
I'm to be honest, knowing your taste, I think you're going to hate this game.
Okay.
I really do. I feel like you're not going to enjoy. I will enjoy it, I think.
It seems like the art style is something that I actually like now. I didn't originally, and now that I've seen it updated, I am kind of digging the characters and the art style. I like the way they all have different little abilities and things. I can appreciate that. But it's the turn-based stuff that is probably going to turn me off.
Yeah.
But
the whole Abraham Lincoln thing is just weird to me, too. I don't really know what they were doing with that. But, like, I mean, it's cool. I like the historical aspects, but it's just strange.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's hard to say too much about that game because I really don't know what I was watching, and I just knew that it kind of, Hopefully it turns out fun.
Hopefully. I'm sure it will. It's a Nintendo game.
And then I think the last thing that we have not talked about yet that was discussed in this Direct is Cap and Toad Treasure Tracker.
Wow, you're skipping over Kirby and Xenoblade?
Wow. See, this is why we keep you around. To be honest, I'm looking at Nintendo's YouTube videos right now to go by what we're talking about, and they don't have videos of that on here.
Wow, because Xenoblade looks phenomenal. The second they said that Xenoblade has a bigger overworld than Xenoblade on Wii did, I peed myself.
Okay. I can't talk about splatooning myself, but you can talk about urinating yourself.
Splatoooning is not the same as splatooning. It's not, and the graphics are gorgeous. I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's funny because one of the problems that I had with the original game was I got lost and didn't know where I was going because it was such a large overworld and stuff. Yeah. Now with the gamepad, that seems like it's going to be really improved. And
then on top of that, Xenoblade apparently takes place in an advanced version of the United States because at one point in the trailer, they showed this building and it had the U.S. flag on it. And the whole game takes place in New Los Angeles. It's like, what? Sounds amazing. Day one. See, it was already day one for me, but it sounds even cooler.
It's weird because
RPG in New Los Angeles that is half Final Fantasy and half Blade Runner. I don't even know. It looks awesome.
There were some scenes where they showed modern day suburban towns.
Yeah, town that you're running in the back,
That confused me, though, because that's really contradictive to the futuristic giant dinosaurs roaming in fields.
Well, I'm sure there's, some story explanation to it, but it looks exciting to me regardless. I can't wait to play that game.
It looks really, detailed. It looks like it's one of the, most visually impressive, realistic Wii U games, I would say.
Yeah.
They didn't show the flying around in robots, so I was a little disappointed in that.
Well, I think it's because we already saw that. And Kirby got a release date for February.
Yes.
And Duck Hunt is coming to Virtual Console.
Yes.
And Duck Hunt Dog had his reveal trailer for Smash Brothers, and you said it was your favorite reveal trailer of any of the newcomers.
It is.
So you forgot a lot of stuff. I'm
Well,
glad
let's
I'm
let's go back. Let's backtrack a little bit and peck on those subjects a bit.
Okay.
I don't know why I said peck on those subjects.
I don't know why you said that either. That's weird, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay, so where were we on those?
Well, Kirby or Duck Hunt?
Okay, let's talk about Kirby.
Okay.
Kirby is clay.
Yep.
Well, here's the deal. It's clay with a mixture of, like, the worlds I don't believe are clay, but the characters are clay.
Yeah, the characters, like the actual physical, like Kirby and the other enemies and stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's a mixture of clay with fake clay.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, I can't believe I'm just now remembering this. There's multiplayer where you play as Waddle Dees who can get power-ups, who can help Kirby. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that now.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. And that has amiibo support, too. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with that.
Are you still looking forward to amiibo support, or are you finally to the point where you're just like, yeah, it'll be stupid?
I think it depends on what the game is. I mean, they just announced that it's going to have amiibo support. They didn't say what the amiibo support in Rainbow Curse or whatever it is. So
Rainbow Curse. You almost said Rainbow Road.
I almost said Rainbow. Yeah.
Well, see, 3 strikes, you're out. I'm kind of already over amiibo support. I'll buy the figures that I think look good, but this is the 3rd game. There are 3 games out, and neither one of them have good amiibo support. Well, they're not out, but they were announced. So
Yes, someone told me this is like really random, during the independent game section, somebody tweeted me saying they saw me in that. And I was actually at Indiecade, and I was at Nintendo's booth almost the entire time. So I may very well be in this Nintendo Direct. I got to watch it when I have a chance and just look for myself in the background.
there you go. Let us know if you find yourself.
I will.
I mean that, like, in a spiritual way.
All right.
So
I think Theo was going to have a trophy in Smash. I thought that was kind of cool.
yeah, that's weird. I don't know if I feel right about. I feel like that might be unjustified.
I think it's kind of cool that they have it. I mean, they had a ton of different Bit Trip things and whatever on 3DS and on Wii, so I think it's justified. And then
Were they some of the pioneers of WiiWare?
Like they announced the Sonic Boom is getting a puzzle panel for Street Pass.
Yeah.
So
Were the Bit Trip games kind of like pioneering WiiWare in a way in the days?
They were some of the first games on WiiWare.
All right. Well, maybe the trophies justified that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I think there might be a lot of trophies like that though in the Wii U game because we also know about Rayman.
Yeah.
He's like a random character to put in. But yeah, Kirby looks amazing, and what really surprised me about that is the February release date. That's way sooner than I thought that game was going to come out.
I told you back in the other Direct, I said that was going to be an early year game. I told you.
Stop telling me that you told me.
Told you.
I told you. That's going to be your other catchphrase. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
It already is.
I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
Already.
Hello, I told you.
Hello, I told you. That's it. Right there. We're done. We're good.
All right, and then let's move on to what was the other one you told me?
Kirby?
Kirby?
I don't remember. I think we talked about everything at this point.
Well, no, listen, we're saving one of the...
I said Xenoblade, I said Kirby, I said Duck Hunt.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Duck Hunt dog reveal trailer, so let's... That, in my opinion, is the...
I thought that was the story you were going to leave off.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
End of story. That's it.
It's adorable. There's a Duck Hunt dog stage.
Which looks really cool.
Yep, it's very retro.
Yep. There's a Duck Hunt Virtual Console announcement where we were going to talk about the cursors.
Yeah, so let's debate that.
Yeah.
You go first.
Those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, Duck Hunt was announced for Virtual Console. And because obviously there's no Wii Zapper that works with the Wii U, you're going to have to use a Wii Remote to aim at the screen and shoot ducks. Now, I'm saying that I think there will be an option to turn on a cursor and turn off a cursor because, like, IR works differently than it did with the Zapper because the Zapper used, like, light to sort of shoot at the ducks. And you're saying if there's a cursor, it's going to ruin the game for you, which I think is really interesting.
You absolutely cannot put a cursor in Duck Hunt. Like, there'd be no challenge at all. The whole challenge was, like, that you didn't know necessarily where you were shooting and you had to kind of take real aim.
Right, but then you turn off the cursor. Like, what's the big deal?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You can't put the cursor in. You have to keep the cursor off.
Oh, yeah.
So we agree. It's going to probably use the Wii Remote's pointing, but they're not going to actually tell you where you're pointing.
No. I think they will put an option in there where they will tell you where they're pointing. But I think you have the option to turn it off. But I know personally, I will play without the cursor on.
I just feel that if you have that cursor on, it's
Stupidly
so obvious where you're pointing.
Well, isn't there a cursor in Wii Play? Like when you play the Duck Hunt game in Wii Play?
But that's a totally... I mean, I don't think they're going to redesign Duck Hunt. I think this is going to be kind of like a port of Duck Hunt that has no controls.
Support, yeah.
Right, so it's not designed like the Duck Hunt type thing that was in Wii Play was designed for the cursor, so you've got stuff coming way faster at you.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Where if it's just like one duck at a time, you're going to be able to shoot that thing easily.
Boom.
But yeah, Duck Hunt Dogs reveal trailer was my favorite. Roger disagrees.
No, I think it was a cool trailer. I just didn't think it was my favorite.
Okay.
So,
Whatever.
I don't even know. If you asked me what newcomer trailer was my favorite, I honestly couldn't even tell you. I think
that's a good point.
The most hyped at the time, like when I saw it, I freaked out the most at the Lucina Robin trailer because those were two characters I never thought they would ever add in.
Mm-hmm.
But I got like ridiculously hyped for that Shulk trailer. Like I did that reaction video for it, and it got like a bunch of views because I couldn't believe it happened.
Man, those Xenoblade fans are just crazy.
Yeah, I know we are.
You got to watch out for them. Trust me, I still feel their burn from saying something halfway negative about the game on Wii from 4 years ago.
But right, you didn't actually fully play through the game, so they have every right to rip it.
Well, listen, I tried. Hey, how much of Wii Party did they play? None, and they still mock games like that? At least I play the games that aren't necessarily my cup of tea.
Yeah, but I played a ton of Wii parties, so...
Well, good. Then we're both on the same page. I'm just saying that people will mock me for not liking certain games, but at least I try them.
Sure. And that's acceptable.
And let's end on a bang, for real this time, with Cap'n Toad Truger Trucker. Are you ready for this?
Yeah! It looks fun. It looks very... I mean, I always thought the game was going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was going to buy it regardless just because I liked playing the Captain Toad little levels in Mario 3D World. Yes. I mean, it's not the thing I'm most excited about in this Direct, but it is something that I really enjoy, and I know I'm going to like it when I buy it.
I think you and I have talked about this in the past. I was actually not a huge fan of Super Mario 3D World.
Right, but you loved the Captain Toad sections.
When I saw those Captain Toad sections, I was like, no, this is it. If I was somebody important at Nintendo and I saw them developing this and I saw them get the Captain Toad stuff, I'd be like, what are you guys doing? That's what you should be doing. Don't do this port of Super Mario 3D Land with updated 4-player crap. Focus on Captain Toad. That's the clever thing.
Don't do Galaxy 3. Just Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Yep, and I'd go into the Zelda team and say, what are you doing? What is this Zelda Wii U? No, do another Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. And everybody would have to dress like Toad and start talking like Toad, and that would just be my way of ruling Nintendo. That's the way I'm running things.
So you talked about Zelda now, and I think that's interesting to go into that point, because that's sort of the reason why... Like, I really liked this Direct. I thought there was a lot of good stuff in it. But, like I said, the way everyone was hyping it up, I was fully expecting a Zelda trailer or a Star Fox trailer.
Oh,
and so when it ended, I don't know. I feel like starting it with Majora and ending it with Splatoon was fine. But I feel like for the average Nintendo fan, they should have started with Splatoon single player and ended with Majora's Mask.
I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like starting with Majora, like blowing your load that early, didn't help them for the rest of the Direct.
Well,
I mean,
no,
there was cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know. I just should have ended on Majora and started with Splatoon.
Well, no, they ended with Splatoon because blowing your load, you Splatoon, and you got to end it with Splatoon.
This is getting really inappropriate.
Hey, you started it.
I know.
So anyways.
No, I didn't. You started it with the Splatoon in your pants thing. So
I can't help it. You can't blame me. Splatoon is just doing things to me that a video game shouldn't do to a man.
And that's acceptable.
Thank you. Finally, you admit it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really awkward to review that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be weird sound effects coming from me when I review that.
That's fine. I'll watch. 10 out of 10. We'll watch.
But yeah, the Captain Toad thing was like, they showed every course, by the way. They showed all like a second of all 70 things, I think, of all 70 puzzles.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, there's a little counter that keeps going like 1, 2, 3 every time it changes scene.
I bet you right now that you beat all 70 at like the S rank or whatever, and then it unlocks 70 more.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And they also have little additional tasks.
That's happen, I'm sure. Because they always said that about Mario too. It's the same thing, so.
Yep. So I was actually really pleased with this Nintendo Direct. I didn't expect to see any big announcements. I think Majora's Mask 3D is a big announcement, but I didn't expect to see like...
It's huge, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is they should have waited till the ending of the Direct to announce that, because that was like probably the biggest thing that was announced, and people would have lost their minds. I mean, they lost their minds anyway, but I feel like a lot of people after seeing Majora just kind of like left, and they were tweeting, and then they kind of forgot about the rest of the Direct. And I think that's kind of a shame, because I think there was a lot of really good stuff in this Direct. So
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Like, I know I sound a little down on it, but I actually did really enjoy it.
I think January will be when we start to see some of the later games. Maybe they'll do a January direct, and that's when they'll update us with like maybe a little taste of Star Fox or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah. Do you want to go ahead and tell everybody where they can stalk you, Roger?
They already know now, Josh. I mean, we've done enough of these.
Okay,
Guys,
well, you know what? It's in the description.
Yeah, it's in the description. But I mean, if you guys want to find me, just search RogersBase pretty much anywhere on the internet. I've got pages, but definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel because I play a lot of video games and I do videos about them.
Oh, that's nerdy.
You should subscribe. That's about it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
As always, Roger, it's fun talking about Nintendo with you.
As always, people seem to like it too. People are always in the comments like, I love these discussion videos with you and Josh. It makes my day. And it's like, well, thank you. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
It is pretty great. Makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Almost makes you feel like Splatooning.
Splatooning! Ah!
I got you one last time.
Yeah, all right. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye. Hey, thanks for watching this video from the BitBlock. If you want to stay up to date on tons of exclusive Nintendo content, be sure to subscribe by clicking here. And if you don't want the fun to end, you can check out more Nintendo coverage by clicking over here.